It is the dawn of the 31st century, and mankind is still at war. Since the fall of the Star League, 5 interstellar nations, called the Great Houses, have embarked in a series of conflicts, known in time as the Succession Wars, to determine whom among them will take the mantle of First Lord of the Star League and unite the Inner Sphere once again under a single banner. For more than 2 centuries now, these empires, called the Successor States, have been in a near constant state of fighting, causing untold number of casualties, and rendering hundreds of worlds lifeless, and technological progress pushed back in a state similar to the modern age of humanity, with even the basic knowledge gained during the golden age of the Star League being labeled nowadays as lost tech. In order to survive in this age of stagnation and ignorance across known space, the successor states have embraced to varying degrees a form of neo-feudalism as a system of governance. Gone also were the days of large-scale campaigns to conquer dozens of systems. Now, the Great Houses are resorting to quick skirmishes, raids on rare resources, and campaigns limited to the taking of a single planet in order to decide who would win their centuries-old struggle. The battlefields of this future are dominated by huge war machines called battle mechs. Piloting these robotic weapons of war are the elite of the Great House's armies, called MechWarriors. These professional soldiers, for the most part, are, in a certain way, filling a modern time romantic role model similar to the medieval knights of mankind's distant past. This general state of decentralized governance and constant low-level warfare contrasts greatly with the presence of Comstar, a so-called pacifist and very much semi-religious interstellar organization in charge of maintaining the hyperpulse generator network, the primary means by which interstellar communication is conducted. While keeping an official state of neutrality among the Great Houses, Comstar is shrouded in secrecy, with rumors mentioning their self-imposed holy duty to save humanity from itself by taking control of all knowledge and power. It is the dawn of the 31st century. These are the tales of war and colliding interstellar politics of those times. Since its humbling beginning as a board game, the Battletech MechWarrior universe have been through ups and downs across more than 3 decades of existence, creating a plethora of detailed fiction, characters, and adventures. These dynamics have spawned many game editions and timeline settings, video games, novels, toys, and more. The Battletech universe is clearly a science fiction setting, focused mainly on war in general and political intrigues across mostly a large range of possible human societies in the far future. While a group of individuals can change the course of a single campaign, major turn points across the timeline are made by the head of states and their retainers, major and minor organizations, as well as entire populations across many systems. Been myself fan since the early 90s. No, since the the mid-90s. Lost some interest during the novels of the Fedcom Civil War period, and all with it, with the coming of the Jihad, what I will call the reboot of a setting then. Honestly, this is just a simple and humble project on the lore of early classic battle mech, and we will see how far this will go. I'll be honest, I have no expectation than just sharing the lore of the setting. And again, at the same time, those videos that will come will be nothing more than a personal take on the subjects. My approach will not mean that I will say the entire details, but I would like to provide enough of it for people to start being interested with the setting. I will not pretend to be an all-knowing hardcore fan, and every tiny details will not be covered. I just hope that my own telling of the setting will make people reinterested or start being interested to take a dive in